Okay, so we're not doing the podcast about preamble, apparently.
No. We're just going to start with a better preamble.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Naomi Nation.
Oh, okay.
We're
cool.
here in Yonkers, New York, canvassing for Jamaal Bowman. Yonking it.
What would you say? Okay, I was going to say, what would you say we're doing? And I was ready to be disappointed.
I got you.
You didn't disappoint me by disappointing
I would never
me.
disappoint. Never. So yeah, we've actually been out canvassing today. Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience canvassing?
It's been very hot.
Surviving the heat wave.
I actually have a stain on my pants now because during we were on like the top of a hill, and so Vosh was talking to somebody, and I decided to make a joke about, hey, you know, people should go touch grass and vote, and so I rolled down the hill.
Yeah.
Just
oh my gosh. How far could you roll? Like we were by some like huge hills.
So it was a median. So I had about 20 feet of space.
You just like thunk up against the median at the bottom, or like what?
We had a little bit of space. It's actually on camera.
Okay.
So I guess people will have to see how far I rolled there.
Roll that footage.
But it is roll that footage.
Absolutely.
I am a Sonic fan. I'm okay with these jokes. But I think the best part of this so far has been just how friendly everybody's been. Not just the other content creators and the staff, but also going out and canvassing the people that we have had a chance to talk to have not. It's not been the, I guess we call it the terminally online discourse, where everybody's at each other's throats. That's kind of not been the vibe the entire time, and I'm ridiculously happy about that.
Yeah, no, like I definitely talk to a lot of people, like on the kind of streams that I've done, especially when I would do like these TikTok live debates where anybody can kind of hop in, but like there's a genuine difference in the people you're going to encounter knocking on doors versus randos on the internet. Like people are a lot more friendly, a lot more approachable. I mean, it's a great chance to like practice socializing, even if you're kind of new to that. Like, I think it was a really great experience getting out there, walking around, getting some sun. All of that's like really good for you in ways that like it's hard to quantify.
Get some vitamin D, touch some grass. I think I have some grass in the pocket of my other pants still.
Yeah.
But
like really positive experience overall. I definitely recommend anyone try it.
It's been fun. I think it's something I'm planning on doing again. It's definitely, especially the effectiveness of it, because people who are terminally online, whether or not you're going to reach them is just a matter of numbers. But when you go out and you speak with real people who are just, you know, sitting on the couch and you get the knock on the door, some of those people might not have been planning to vote in the first place, and you might be the one person that gets them to get up and do that. And if they start having that habit of voting in an election cycle, a lot of people tend to keep that habit going forward. So, I mean, if you only convince like one or two people one election cycle to get up and participate in democracy, you know, that thing they complain about all the time, it turns out that those people will then continue to do so, and then you get more people, like one or two people a cycle. So every year or so you keep doing that. If you and multiple other people are energizing more voters, you don't have to be a big content creator to get people to get up and do shit.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a snowball effect. Like, you know, if you motivate someone to go out there and vote, like there's a good chance they're going to bring some friends to the poll, especially if you encourage them. Like bring all your friends, like get the vote out. Those people are going to talk to their friends, talk to family, coworker, et cetera, especially like if you made a real impact on them. Like me and Matt Binder, we had a great interaction with this older couple. They were kind of like undecided going into it, probably Latimer leaning based off of the ads they'd seen. Yeah. They were pretty concerned about the fire alarm incident.
There has been a lot of money put into those ads.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy for a primary.
Yeah, and well, that's one of the things we talked to them about was just like, you know, it's kind of crazy just how much of this like Trump supporter donation money, millions and millions of dollars, 20 million plus spent this far on advertisements for Latimer, and like, you know, why is it you think that like these Trump supporters, these Trump billionaires donating all this money?
Why are they voting for a Democrat? They didn't suddenly have a
why are they putting their money?
A left shift. They're actually going no. That guy there, we are purchasing that one.
Yeah, like why are they putting their money behind this guy? And like, one of the really, really great things you can do when you're speaking to people in this kind of setting is you want them to like come to the conclusion themselves.
Yeah,
so
you can't feed them a rhetorical response.
You lead them to the water, and then they're like, oh yeah, that is really suspicious. Like, why this is going on.
And you're not doing a whole like, hey, do your own research type of like the conspiracy nutters would do. You're going, hey, here's this information, read it, process it, hey, fact check it, make sure that I'm not feeding you BS, and when you do, I think that the position is strong enough that I'm confident you'll come to the same conclusion I've come to. If you don't think that, then it's a matter of numbers at that point.
Yeah, I mean, like, we know that, like, kind of your median voter in these settings, like,
they tend
what
to be more
actually
progressive.
tends to get them out to vote. It's like an emotional response. It's kind of like a vibes-based, what they've been seeing in advertisements. They often don't know the intimate details of the election that they're in, and so really just highlighting some of these key issues and some of the key points between the races, like you can really influence people and help them make better, more informed decisions.
Yeah, a lot of people do walk into elections very, very uninformed, and that's not meant to be insulting. That's just the general person doesn't have the time.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of one of those big differences between like the online politics and the in-person politics.
Yeah, the online
where,
politics,
like, people get really,
on it.
really entrenched into a position for online politics. Like, you know, their entire Twitter feed is going to be like whatever their favorite topic is about, and just constantly getting into arguments about that. They know this argument like in detail.
Some of them do the arguments for fun, like it's verbal sparring. For them. And you know, for the people who like doing that, I'm not going to fault them for that being the thing that they enjoy.
Right.
But I will say that if you are online and you are passionate about these things, then obviously there's some kind of change you might be looking for, some kind of change you might
And also, if you're the kind of person that wants to go do in-person canvassing, if you're interested in trying it, that can be a point you bring up with people, because most people you're going to talk to in person, they probably haven't even heard these arguments you're talking about. They probably haven't even heard about.
Yeah, if you like cutting your teeth on these arguments, then maybe go talk to other people who don't know about these things that you care about a lot.
Yeah, and like having that personal message, that personal appeal, something that you're passionate about, bringing that energy, that friendly, warm, excited energy into canvassing, like that gets people excited. That gets people like, it leaves a good impression on them.
If this person's really passionate about this, why are they? They're more interested in it. It doesn't seem like a kind of like a business sale. It doesn't seem like that, where the person is, they don't care about the thing they're selling you. They're just trying to make money. Like the goal of canvassing is directly opposite of that. You're not trying to earn anything. You're just trying to make the world better in a way that you feel will help you and your family and loved ones and stuff like that. So if that's where you are, you look like you're doing the job of a salesman going door to door, but people will tell if you're trying to sell them something versus if you're going in and going, hey, no, this is something that I care about legitimately. I have friends who this politician would affect negatively. I have family who this politician would affect negatively. These are the ways in which this person will harm things around them. And there's this other politician who has a much better track record. Like for Jamaal, he's got a really good track record when it comes to education. He was a middle school teacher. He's cared about stuff like that. Policies that he's worked on have been to help with the education system. He's been good on trying to stop people from getting into the prison pipeline afterwards. Like, so you can tell where this person's priorities are. Whereas when somebody gets 16 million from a foreign interest PAC, you can kind of tell where their interests lie a little bit, especially if there are people who really care about America, like they're very, very patriotic. That can also kind of help them understand who they are voting for. This person, one person in the election, Jamaal, cares a lot about American children and their futures and getting them to be better, more informed versions of themselves. One of these people is taking money from a foreign interest group. Even if you feel like you're politically independent, if you care about the country you live in, I mean, that's a selling point for you.
Yeah, and like clearly, I mean, it resonates with you, it resonates with voters. Like we had a really big impact talking to people about, you know, especially the anti-Trump sentiment. Like a lot of the more liberal types will be knocking on doors.
Trump
like
endorsing of the Democrats there.
Like who does Trump want in office? Well, that's definitely more problematic for me.
Yeah, if you've got a lot of these like vibes-based voters, like the vibes there are bad.
That is the median voter, though. Like that is the median voter.
They're mostly vibes-based voters. Yeah. Because you can't expect people to be as passionate about this stuff when they don't have time to. They've got friends, they've got loved ones, they've got families.
It's not their special interest.
It's not their thing. I mean, but at the same time, it inadvertently affects them. And just the idea of canvassing is to get people to realize, yeah, you are affected by these things. And it's not judging you to say you should, get up, be motivated, go do a thing. It's like, hey, I'm going out and doing this because I care about it. I think you should care about it too. Yeah,
and there's a lot of really great ways that we approach this, and that like they give us a lot of like scripting to kind of help us with the canvassing.
Oh yeah, if you
ways that like lower defensiveness and like help with like engaging friendliness.
Yeah,
and it's a really good time. Like I can remember like what you were saying, like doing sales. Like I remember being in like elementary school, middle school, doing like the knocking on doors, trying to do like those magazine sales, right? And like the responses I got from canvassing were way nicer. Like these people, they really want to hear about like what you're passionate about.
So that reminds me. So we had the script, but I cannot work off of a script. I guess it's the live streamer thing where like you're used to always shotgunning things. So my anxiety went, yeah, but you need to have a guideline still. So I'm not gonna lie, I just started writing out a guideline for myself while we were going door to door, like, this is going to be the thing in case my brain locks up.
Yeah, can we get that in like a dialogue tree? Like, you can go as complicated as you want with
You
this.
can do a whole flow chart with it if you want. You're just like, yeah, no, this is the Mass Effect dialogue tree we're going to work with. Mine was just my issue is the starting for me, and I know that's the issue with a lot of people who don't have a lot of training in speaking with people. The getting to the point where you are able to just begin the conversation, that's the hardest part.
Yeah,
so the only thing I wrote down was the beginnings so that I knew, okay, this is the stuff I'm going to have to say to turn my brain on so that I know what I'm doing and saying, wow, hello, you're a friend.
Is that like a fly or a bee in here?
I don't know. He seems very energetic, though. The worst thing about having a distraction is having a group full of ADHD streamers.
Yeah. And, like there's definitely strategies that exist for these kind of like
Hi,
opens.
buddy.
Oh my gosh. I know that one of the things that we had talked about in kind of like the strategy meeting was like if you notice, say like any kind of like figurine or something like in a windowsill, like that's really a great thing to talk about with an opener. Like bumper stickers on cars.
I know for Vosh there was one of the guys he was talking to had a really cool set of running shoes that were like luminescent blue, and that was a talking point for him. I guess also because Vosh is very obsessed with fashion.
Exactly.
Right
Yeah, you just want to like observe something.
This is the thing that you care about. Hey, here's the common bridge for me. Like obviously my common bridge for a lot of people is going to be gaming. I think it's a great thing that helps people socialize. It breaks the ice for a lot of people. If I see something that looks kind of familiar, I'll just be like, hey, that's a Pokeball you have hanging up there.
Yeah,
that's
like
really
be on the
cool.
looking for something that someone cares about, and like that's
it's
a
like
really great way to
you
open
hung it up in
up a
your
conversation.
House. Obviously, you care about it. I'm gonna have a conversation with you about it because obviously I care about it. Like it's not hard to do. It's just it's a lot of improvisation.
Yeah, and I get like it's super
person.
nerve-wracking, but like once you do it a couple times,
Once you start,
like
you're fine.
Feels a lot more natural.
It's a lot like
I
mean, I guess it's for me. It's kind of like when you do your first stream. It feels very nerve-wracking until eventually you're like, no, I just hit the button and then I go.
Yeah.
Like eventually it's that first step, and it's a lot of that with canvassing is that first step. So long as you're able to get to the area that you may be unfamiliar with geographically, that's a first thing that you have to get over, and then you're knocking on that door. As long as you can get yourself to the point where you can knock on that door, even if you feel like you might freeze a little bit when the person comes out, you'll get better. You'll get used to it. You'll improve. And again, it's doing it in service to things you care about. It's okay to have a handful of failures if you're just trying to improve at something that you think will make the world a better place. All of us should do it to some degree.
I agree, and like, I mean, also the friends you make along the way doing canvassing, like
that is the most
stereotypical
thing.
we would often go up in pairs, and like having someone to help you kind of like riff along, remember some points,
And
especially
then you can go out to drinks afterwards.
little like data figures you want to go over. Yeah, we had this amazing community night last night.
Yes, I know Vosh was getting pieces of cheese off of a wheel for people. Me and Saki had a big Magic Commander game that was set up in the corner that some of the people would just come in and like sit in on.
And don't worry, I promise the people that show up at these events, they are as nerdy as you. Like you will find your people.
I took a gamble that if I put me and my partner in one part of the room and just sat Magic decks there and started a game, within a minute somebody would come up and say, can I join?
Absolutely.
And it's exactly what happened. Somebody came in and was like, hey, can I join? And then as soon as he sat down and there was that one spot left, another person came over and was like, hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, can I join? We were on turn 2, and we were just like, yeah, just take an extra turn to catch yourself up, and you're effectively dealt into our commander game.
Like that's how friendships start. Like
yeah,
totally.
It's easy. Like you just have it's that little icebreaker. It's that little icebreaker there, and if you're at one of those events, I mean, you can sit around and just kind of like vibe.
Yeah,
with everybody there. Somebody might approach you, say hi. Who knows?
And like I know, like we're really isolated these days, especially like coming out of the lockdowns and the pandemic. Like we're so isolated, especially like the more and more we sometimes like the less and less we're doing in person, meeting new people, and it's just so important to have those kind of relationships, to have those kind of interactions.
It helps your mental health a lot. There's a lot of stuff that I've been trying to focus on in my own career, letting people know about like, hey, third places are important.
Exactly.
The idea that like you might have started becoming a work from home person because of the pandemic. So now your place you socialize is online. Your place that you work is the chair in front of your bed, and the place you sleep is the bed there. And now suddenly your mental health is taking a nosedive.
Yeah, and when you get in those habits, like you get really stuck in those places, and
Yeah,
so
it's
you
easier
need
to ferment in
something new, something to change.
And like one of the cool things about canvassing and stuff like this is there's going to be a lot of people who are like-minded around you politically.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, I'm
Who
here to
the
talk to
hell
you
is
about
this?
Welcome to the
candidate
party.
Jamaal Bowman for government.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
hit me up. I love
really cool. I love government stuff.
Have you voted already today?
No, I haven't.
Well,
but I
I'm
know
actually
early
not
voting
registered to
ends
vote in this
today.
district. But-
Well, this is my moment.
What
you gotta
day
go
can
do
we?
it.
Okay, cool. What day can we vote?
Today and
well,
tomorrow.
And tomorrow? Okay.
And one more
Tuesday.
day?
Tuesday, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you were
yeah.
supposed to tell us that, but that's fine.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Hello, what's
I'm
your
I'm
name?
just gonna hang on here. This is overwhelming for me.
Yeah,
my
hop in.
name's
Join the
Chill
party.
Goblin.
Nice to
Oh,
meet you,
cool.
Chill
This is
Goblin.
not
I'm
a chill
Naomi.
name.
This is my first time canvassing.
Shake both at the same time.
Whoa,
It's a
whoa,
true
okay.
skill issue. There you go.
Hey.
See?
Whoa, it really is about the friends you meet along the way.
Wait, are we doing this character the entire
It's a
time? or-
canvassing
I don't think it's a
miracle.
character. I think the last few days have taught me this isn't a character.
Yeah. Yes, no, it's real. It's very real, unfortunately.
Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
How you doing?
No, I'm good. I'm great. I'm glad to be here. What kind of who's is this streaming on?
So this is streaming on the Progressive Victory channel, I believe, at
Okay.
the moment.
Yep. Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, that's where we are. That's the audience that we're chatting to at the moment. Hopefully a lot of members of our own individual audiences are there as well, showing support for the content creators who are out here doing what we can.
Yonking it at home.
We're yonking it at home for Bowman while we yonk it here in Yonkers.
We're
for Bowman.
yonking it in the streets.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Preach.
We appreciate that.
that's okay to say, right?
Do you want to talk about what you do real quick since you're here?
Yep. Well, yes. So number one thing I do is tell people to go vote, and number two thing I tell people to do is go to subscribe to Chill Goblin on YouTube.
What do you do on Chill Goblin on YouTube?
I just ask people to subscribe. I do.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I do
Oh,
video
cool.
essay content.
Oh God, fuck it.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
I was
knew
thinking-
that would be.
I was thinking
I
about
have to stay
subscribing.
here.
What would you say to someone like me who's thinking about subscribing to Chill Goblin on YouTube?
I'd say now more than ever in these divided times, we all need to subscribe to Chill Goblin, please. And also,
Wow.
Will that be the beacon that brings us together?
You know, I think
know.
that message really spoke to me. I'm gonna
I think-
go subscribe on YouTube right.
I think I'm gonna
right
go.
now. Actually, I don't have my phone on me.
I think
but
I'm gonna go
as soon as the
hate
stream
you'll
is done.
remember. You'll
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go hate subscribe.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Hey, listen, that's
it's
fine.
the best.
I
They usually
prefer
engage.
that.
They usually
Well, you know,
engage more.
That's the thing.
Angry comments.
They
That's
engage
engagement in the
way more.
algorithm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Every time I do a video like takedown
One of-
of someone, I post it on that
They,
person's
they are
subreddit.
they are content creators' strongest soldiers.
One
They
of
really
one of my
are.
like best performing videos of all time is one that I just get constant hate engagement on.
I do. Mine's a Matt Walsh video. I get every few weeks. I see another like 10 comments on it, and I'm like, oh, that got posted on a Reddit thread again.
Wow. So I'm the only one here who hasn't had a Matt Walsh beef, eh?
Well, so mine luckily has been one way. Naomi, on the other hand, has had the both ways.
Oh,
when
yeah.
it comes to Walsh.
Oh, right. Yeah, you've got the response.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
That's bragging rights.
We
Stacy,
have
hello.
more guests.
I was trying to be sneaky, but we've got this aluminum.
Oh, you weren't gonna
sneak
knock?
Another Yonker is joining the
least-
chat.
I mean, at least Chill Goblin here knocked.
Okay, but the party
That was kind of
do
rude.
without
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, we have more
Ari,
people.
hello,
Who
hello.
knows how to
Just
knock?
get in, so I'm doing that.
Why does nobody knock?
There's no fucking door.
He found a door to knock on.
Hold up, guys. I think I hear someone at the
Whoa.
door.
Hello? We're not home.
What? Hi,
Who's that?
how you doing? That is a weird human walk.
Some kind of a prairie dog.
Some
Yeah,
kind of prairie
he
dog?
is
Yeah.
No, a Canadian goose.
A Canadian goose. Yes,
Canadian
that's true.
goose. I guess that is that you are a Canadian, and I guess we'll go ahead and. Oh man.
Oh my goodness, we're
Whoa.
destroying
seen
the
this
set.
one?
Isn't it? Wait, is that your brother? It's
my
You're
favorite
walking
show.
like an alien, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It's your brother.
Look at him.
Humorous in the wild doesn't work that well. So.
Sure it does. We're all working just fine. Somewhat.
Kinda.
Okay.
Under lots of medication.
At 50% capacity on. a
At 50%
bunch of them.
capacity and 100% capacity on ibuprofen.
Nice.
All of us need it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're cool. We all took some ibuprofen before the stream.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
cool
a
of
little
us.
too hot to just be
Oh my
you
gosh.
can't raw dog it. We all like railed a couple lines of ibuprofen.
Do you crunch up your ibuprofen before you go in?
Are you sure that was ibuprofen?
I mean, yeah, I thought
Okay.
it's what you gave me. That's not how you guys took it?
Let's just say I don't got a headache no
Things are going
more.
a little wrong here.
My nose is killing me. I don't think it works.
I think ibuprofen's supposed to help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in pain, you know what can help with that, though.
What's that?
Okay.
Voting.
Yeah.
Voting can take away the pain
Voting
in here.
helps with societal pain,
And
which is a big
headaches.
difference.
No,
Inflammation.
I don't think that saying that cell isn't working enough.
That
We
cell
need
isn't
to-
working enough?
We need to actually.
Oh, we need to bring it down to the individual level.
No, yeah. Voting will actually solve all of your life's problems.
Every single one of them.
We need direct action, like going to Walgreens and buying ibuprofen,
Yeah. Okay, that's too radical.
sharing ibuprofen
Or
with your
direct-
friends, asking ladies with
Whoa.
big purses for ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Or
they've
direct
obviously got
action,
room for
like
it.
Pokemon going to the polls.
Dude, voting rules
Okay.
like that is the only.
And voting
time-
against Hillary's endorsed candidate, George Latimer.
Yes.
Yeah. Voting
Pokemon.
is literally the only time that like the type of like old ladies who volunteer there are like proud of me, you know?
The look they give you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They're so happy.
They're so happy
Yeah.
that a young person is
walked
there.
in.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
We're all proud of you.
Nice.
That's the real reason I do it. Also the sticker.
Oh,
Also the
sticker's
sticker.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but,
they
so,
do. They
but
do.
so the sticker that I get is a Georgia peach.
When's the last time you guys have gotten a
perfect.
sticker?
Georgia?
Chat?
I'm in.
When's the last time Chat's gotten a sticker? I mean, really?
Probably
When's the last time Chat's got a sticker?
Probably
I mean,
last time they went to the polls.
Probably
Maybe.
never. I can't see the chat, but I'm assuming everyone's just like doing like crying emojis in the chat, being like, "I've
Because they
never
didn't
had
get a
sticker
sticker.
in my life."
How does it even stay
You'll,
on?
Yeah.
you'll get a sticker if you go to the
Fucking
polls.
loser.
And guess what? Progressive Victory, they also brought us stickers.
We got stickers
for
I have them in my
canvassing.
car.
Cool.
At least
I
one
did
in
not
my
get
car.
this progressive victory.
We'll have to get you on the merch. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
That is
I've gotten
unfortunate.
0 merch. That's unacceptable.
Why does nobody knock?
Whoa. Who's that?
He's a regular.
It's
J
the
regular.
schemer.
You beat me to it.
The schemer is back.
I don't know what to do.
Your best.
All right.
That's the second. I'm blaming
You are
the
doing
second
your
time on
best.
this one.
This looks normal, yeah?
Streamers strong together.
Getting the,
Oh my god, your crotch is like literally in the camera for like 2 seconds.
Strong enough to destroy the whole set.
We're making this work, I
It's like
think.
we're like posing for a photo.
Do you need my knee as a backrest?
What is a stream if not a constant photo?
What is a stream but a miserable pile of streamers?
That is
The first time you guys all came together for an event like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other of the PV events?
No, this is my first one.
This is my first PV event, and
Inductees.
really,
I
really,
think I'm
really
having
happy.
a good time, honestly.
This is like the first Avengers movie, the good one.
I would do it again,
It is like that.
Canvassing.
Except it's like really hot outside.
at least in person. It was amazing, wonderful experience, really.
Right? You just
Yeah, it's no
Well,
different than it's
It
no
was
different.
93 degrees outside, and there was a lot of hills.
I will at least say it's actually a little easier than lobbying. It's been easier than lobbying because with lobbying you're like, oh, that man's dressed in a really
you go
big
to, like,
suit.
the Capitol and just
Yeah.
like harass politicians.
I-
You do it with a group, or you just go by yourself?
The first time I went was with, and the one time that I've done so far was with Georgia Equality. So it was with a group, and it was because there was a Narcon bill that they were pushing through.
all right.
like
You guys
ban
coming
it?
to the next one?
I'd like to.
Oh, absolutely.
Course.
I mean, we have to get the invite.
Are other people coming?
I'm going to come even if I don't
I
get
mean,
When is the
we aren't
next
the
one
ones in
gonna
charge
be?
of that.
When and where is the next one?
People gonna volunteer that are not streamers?
Oh, I would
Absolutely.
hope so.
Yeah, we had over 200 here at this
Yeah,
event.
there was a lot.
Yeah. I also have a lot of content creator friends who aren't streamers who would love to come if we set up that structure for TikTok and Instagram
Yeah.
creators too.
Yeah.
If we can get more people involved, like that's
Widen
kind
the
of the
net.
idea.
If we have like a cool setup like this for like TikTokers and Instagram, like that would be really dope.
Yeah.
Let's get that girl that does the ice cream so good.
Oh, yeah.
She would be great.
I wonder if that was
So good, even.
Yeah.
Does she do politics, or does she need to do the NPC thing?
Everything's political, especially NPC.
Especially
TikToks.
video
Yes.
games.
They say the
Especially-
personal's political.
Eating.
Trust me, I work with a couple of agencies that do like progressive like content creators, and I've gone to their events where there's like lifestyle, clothing,
Just
like,
every kind of
just
creator you
everyone.
can think
because
of.
if you offer money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we get you guys like one by one, go down the line, tell us about your favorite thing about the event, what you're looking forward to if you do it again, what you're going to do, maybe as you're in your role as an influencer to help people understand that this is politics and action, that sort of thing?
Sure. I guess I'll start since I said words. That was a mistake. But I think my favorite part was the community night. One of my favorite things about content creation is just the communities that it builds. I like talking about mental health and how bringing people together helps a ton in keeping people, well, together, both mentally and physically. So I think the community building aspect has been really, really nice, both from the content creator side, the day before everything officially kicked off, and the actual day before we went canvassing with the community stuff. That's been my favorite thing. I think the community focus is probably what I'm going to keep pushing forward in content afterwards to try to keep people motivated enough to go out and try to make the world different.
Chill Goblin.
Hey, what were the things again? I say what my favorite thing was and tell people to come out. That's something like that, right? Oh, whatever.
I guess you just did half of it.
I think that my favorite part of the week, the last 2 days, was something that will be really incredible.
That's not what the teleprompter says.
Scott, you're
Sorry.
like the Michael
Who's
Scott.
got one while they think?
Yeah, somebody else go.
Anybody else have one already? Maybe at the ready?
I mean, I just got to reiterate, like, I think it is the community that's the best part of this. Like,
Yeah.
Being a streamer especially can be, like, really, really isolating. Like, you never meet other streamers, and yet, like, I mean, this is my first time going to any kind of event like this, and it was just so wonderful to be, like, in community with other people that do this weird-ass job, and also to see, like, all the canvassers building their own communities and, like, getting to know each other, going out and doing something with all that energy, with everything they've got, and
like going out to dinner with the people who
Yeah.
did everything. Like it's been a nice experience.
I would do it again. I would do it again.
All right.
Would yonk again?
Everyone else looking at the ground, trying to
Here,
brainstorm.
I can redeem myself. I
feel like we're in high school again. Everybody's on the spot.
Yeah, no, this was. I forgot it. Wait, no, okay, I can do this. For
You got it. I believe in you.
I think this has been really an interesting experience. You know, it's one way to try and create change, is to go canvassing. You know, encourage people to go out and vote. So far, I've been trying other strategies like reading in books like what would be a good world, and then being like, yeah, I agree with that. And I think that is a good thing to do too. But it's also good to like talk to people in real life and you know, get out of your house, meet up with some of the streamers that you spend 12 hours a day watching, maybe take a bath in between those two things. And,
Please,
Or two.
we beg of you.
it was just really cool to kind of meet up with all these people who, you know, you see in the chat, but, you know, it's like having like the computer come alive. I don't know if this makes any sense, but it was really interesting and a cool experience to meet all the people who came out from watching streamers and YouTubers and yeah, just feeling kind of a real sense of community. You know what I mean? That's what I liked. That's pretty good, right? That's why I needed like the extra time to think about it.
Good answer.
You did it. You
nailed that.
knocked it out of the park.
I nailed it.
It was a small park, but you did it.
I'm proud of you too.
I think it was cool because, you know, I watch a lot of elections and like Democratic primaries and stuff through the internet and like see what's going on. And you know, this election I think is generating a lot of online like interaction and stuff. And a lot of times whenever I see stuff like that, it's like, man, I kind of wish I was like there to like at least like have a closer look of like what's going on in the area. And it's cool to be like, yeah, I tried to help that guy, you know, like whether or not he actually wins on Tuesday. It's nice to be a part of something, and then also I feel like we're helping build something that'll help progressives in the future.
All right. Who's next?
My wasn't just the community aspect, but also yeah, like it was really cool being able to be sort of like involved in like actually like sort of trying to help like make some actual change, or at least feel like like you're getting involved and stuff and getting out of your room. Also like Slavoj Žižek said, I think that
You quoting Zizek?
Yeah.
Here's where we are.
He had a take that everyone on Earth should vote in American politics except for Americans. And you know, as a Canadian coming over here to do that, I feel like I came a step closer to creating that world. So yeah, I think that this was a radical act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for forward interest.
Yeah. Now you guys don't vote, but
Okay, I see.
yeah.
I'll make sure not to next time.
Yeah.
I can piggyback off that. I enjoy
As the fellow Canadian, I guess you could.
The foreign election interference.
Yeah.
That's what I was here for. But you know who shouldn't do foreign election interference? Israel. Okay.
You can just say APAC.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're gonna own it.
I don't know how I'm gonna top that, but I do feel like every single one of us here have created a community that is really dedicated to trying to help the world, and we just don't really have a way to bring them out and actually practice that, whether it's donations or signing up to Canvas. And so I think events like this really allow us to tap into our community and give them a pathway, because a lot of people want to help, they just don't know how. And so, you know, I'm glad that there's organizations that are seeing the value in content creation, because we work day in out to try to build trust in a community. And that community will go above and beyond to do what we ask them to do if we have that trust and if they've been following us for a while and whatever. So I am really happy with what you guys do, and I hope that more, you know, organizations understand that we can bring a lot of untapped value to the table. It just depends on who's willing to take that risk.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's everyone give yourselves a hand. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye, Progressive Victory
Bye-bye.
Chat.
Vegetables, go vote
I love vegetables.
Tuesday.
Veggies are great, but more of